City again with another review. This time we are in 1963 and the Disney animated classic The Sword and the Stone. And I got to tell you, this is kind of a movie that baffles me. Um, by this time in Disney's history, they had well established themselves as the absolute king, at least especially in America, if not the entire world, the absolute king of animated feature films. And really, nobody else was really doing animated feature films. Definitely not doing it as well as Disney was doing it. And to tell you the truth, the story of King Arthur is like one of the perfect stories you would think that Disney could quote unquote Disneyfy and kind of turn it into his own thing. And uh, and they did a good job with this one. I mean, I watched the movie. It's cute. It's got its usual. I mean, yeah, it's Disney-esque telling of the King Arthur story. You can't get away from that. It's a Disney product. It's made for kids. It's a family film. Um, but it's got some laughs. It's got some interesting characters, and yet it is a very underrated, consistently underrated film, and one of the few Disney animated features that just seems to always get overlooked or forgotten about, kind of swept into the corner, kind of like the Black Cauldron, and there's one or two others I can name. Only three Disney animated features came out in the 1960s: 101 Dalmatians, uh, Jungle Book, and this one. And obviously, this one is the one that just kind of got underrated and forgotten. It just didn't get a reception, and it baffles me. I'm not quite sure why, because as I said, the animation is up to Disney standards. It's great. It's got a decent soundtrack. The characterization is kind of funny. Yes, it's King Arthur light because it's supposed to be a family picture, like any other fairy tale or legend that Disney picks up. Yes, they kind of cutified it, but that's what they do. That's what, especially back in the '60s, that's just what they do. So with all that going on, I'm not sure why this one just constantly gets underrated. I got to admit, my own score, I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's not huge, but it is still a score that I recommend viewing a movie. I think it's not too bad. It's 5 and over will handle it. It's not a bad one. Go ahead and give it a try. Sword in the Stone by Disney Animation.